Hi, today I'm presenting my digital portfolio. This digital portfolio represents all of the time I spent as a dietetics major in family and consumer sciences in my undergrad. And it just encompasses so much of what I've learned and who I've grown into, like the person I've grown into being while in this major. Some areas of growth that I'm most proud of, honestly, are my grades. In my last major, I really struggled and didn't realize that it was the major that was the problem and not me. And so, since joining dietetics and finding something I'm actually really passionate about, I've started to do a lot better. And I feel like I also just know a lot more and I know what I'm talking about. And that's been a really great feeling. But yes, let's go through my digital portfolio. So this is the front slide. That's pretty much all on it. It just says Anna Connolly's digital portfolio, dietetic student at the University of Georgia. And then tabbing over, I have an about me section with this nice photo of fruits and veggies up at the top. And then I put one of my grad pics on the side, and I just have an about me blurb that just says, I'm a double dog student at UGA studying dietetics. Will graduate with my bachelor's degree in May. I'll also be doing my master's with UGA and graduate in May. I'm doing my dietetic internship with Wellness Workdays. I also list all the organizations that I was a part of while at UGA, and I list a few fun hobbies to, make it a bit more personalized. But that's all I have. And then I also do have links down here to my LinkedIn and to my food Instagram page that I'm trying to work on. Tabbing back up, we have work philosophy and goals. I have my mind map from 5900, which just talks about me wanting to be a sports dietitian, which is what I think I want to do. I'm still not decided on what avenue of dietetics I would like to go into, but that's definitely one of them. And then I just have a blurb beneath that just saying I would like to be a registered dietitian. I think that I would like to be a sports dietitian, but again, I'm not sure. In work environments, I think that I'm very supportive of others, and I also try and be really communicative because working with people who are not communicative has taught me that it is always better to ask a question and get clarification rather than make a mistake just because you didn't say something or didn't ask. So that's a big life lesson. And then my broad career goals are that in 2 years, I should be about a year into my first job, if not maybe 9 or 10 months into my first job. So I think that hopefully I'll be living in some major city in the Southeast. I do want to move out of Georgia for a little bit of time, but eventually come back here. And so, yeah, that's just kind of what I have there. And then tabbing over to resume, I have my most recent resume that I just updated today. So all that's up to date. I have my Arch Ready Professionalism Certificate. I have my City Human Research, Social and Behavioral Research Certificate. And then I also have my Introduction to Behavior Change Counseling for Obesity Certificate, all on that slide, or on that section. And then in portfolio, I have 3 examples of work. The first is marketing and education methods. And in this project, I used the institutional competency of critical thinking because this was a marketing project. We had to come up with a product to sell to nutrition audiences and also how to market that. And I've never done any kind of marketing class. So this was, this was a big learning curve for me. I asked my marketing major friends a lot of things about how to do a lot of the parts of this project, but it was really great and it definitely taught me a lot of critical thinking. And then scrolling down, I have a practicum reflection. I did my practicum with UGA football, performance nutrition, and this practicum taught me leadership and collaboration. Both of those things you use at the facility every single day. because collaboration, you're literally working with a team. If you don't collaborate, then things don't get done, or they don't get done right, or you get in trouble. So that's pretty important. And then leadership, as I've recently become an intern with them, and so I'm teaching others how to do things. I'm also kind of leading certain projects, and so leadership has been a big thing with that one. Scrolling down, I have an example of a case study. This one is case number 2, and all the case studies taught me analytical thinking. Case studies I always found them quite difficult, but helpful. And yes, so this definitely caused me to analyze all of the data that you gave us in our case study documents. So next we have academic plan of study, where I just outline like year 1, year 2, year 3, year 4, and kind of what I followed to graduate on time. And then under press, I have my blog post, Kale Yes or Kale No. I'm still very proud of that title. I think it's so funny. The organic debate. And then I have media, which I don't have any media currently, so that slide is blank. But that is my digital portfolio. I've worked on it a lot, so I'm very proud of it. I am most proud of my case study, how far my case studies have come. I feel like at the beginning I really was not good at those, and now I feel like I have good footing. I know where to find things, so I'm really proud of that. I'm very excited to continue all these competencies after UGA. They're all going to serve me very well in the future. And I just feel like I've grown so much in this major and in this college, and I'm so ready to get my master's and get to practicing. Thank you.